Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, Jay Briggs here from Pickdawgz.com, bringing out my NBA Jam session on January 6th, 2023, man. If you're looking for more of this great content, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and drop y'all like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like. But if you're looking for my best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, and best bets from the top handicappers on the planet, check us out over at pickdawgz.com. Click that premium picks tab. And if you're looking for my $15 NBA Jam session play, my best bet in the NBA every night, man, you can click that link in the description. It'll take you right to my handicapper page, man. My feature play every day is my $15 NBA Jam session play, man. But you can also pick up packages over there, daily packages, yearly packages, monthly, weekly, 3-day, however you want to do it, man. All that available over there at pickdawgz.com. Check us out over at over there, man. And also follow me on Twitter at ParlayGuyJ. That's where I usually update y'all on late injury news and if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, man. We got a huge card tonight in the NBA, man, so we want to smash it per usual. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and hop right into it. In our first matchup of the night, man, we got the Indiana Pacers at home facing the Portland Trail Blazers. Indiana home favorites laying 1.5, total 233.5. For me in this one, man, I know Indiana's been red hot, man. We've been on them a ton here recently, man, but we're going to go the opposite way. We're taking the Blazers on the money line in this one. I think the Blazers in the little road skid to run, and I think the Pacers' home winning streak comes to an end. I know. I just think this is going to be a trend buster. We've seen these teams play once already this season. Portland did win that one on the 4th of December, 116-100, man, and I think this one goes the other way as well. I think Portland wins this one the same way. Indiana, I know they've been playing really great basketball, man. They've won 4 of their last 5, including they got us a cover in their last one, even though they lost to the Philadelphia 76ers, 129-126 in overtime. Before that, they had played 4 straight home games, and they looked really good in all of them. They beat Toronto 122-114, beat the Clippers at home, beat the Cavs and Atlanta all at home. They lost, like I said, their last one to Philadelphia on the road. Now they're back at home in this one. And I know the Blazers have struggled here recently on the road, man. But I think the Blazers are the better team here in this matchup. I know the Blazers just lost their last matchup out against the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road, 113-106. The road has not been kind to this Blazers team here recently, man. But I just think this one kind of goes the other way. I think the Blazers do wake up here, and I like them to win this game outright. So for me in this one, Blazers money line is the play. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got your Chicago Bulls out on the road facing the Philadelphia 76ers. Philly home favorites laying 4.5, total 230.5. Philly will be without their top guy tonight in Joel Embiid, man. He's out with a foot injury. But as I've continued to say, man, I'm not going to overreact too much to injury, man. I am still going to take the Philadelphia 76ers and lay the points with them at home. They've won 11 straight home games, man. I think they can make it 12 here tonight. They're just a better team, in my opinion, and I think they can get this one done on their home floor. They still got some bucket getters, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, Tobias Harris, Hall of Fame coach, man. I'm not going to overreact too much. Philadelphia should get this one done on their home floor. They've won 3 straight basketball games, including a win over Indiana in their last one in overtime. They beat New Orleans at home as well, and a road win over Oklahoma City. We look at Chicago. They have been playing fairly good here recently, man. They've won 3 of their last 5, including ending Brooklyn Nets winning streak, man. In their last one, they won that game 121-112, man. They lost the previous 2 before that to Cleveland in back-to-back games, but they've been playing fairly decent here recently, man. I'll give them some credit, but you know, they've played 4 of their last 5 games at home. Now they're out on the road facing one of the better home teams in the NBA. I just don't like the spot for the Bulls, man. And we've already seen these 2 teams play once this season. Philadelphia won that one 114-109 on the 10th. No, I'm sorry, on the 29th of October. That game was in Chicago, man. This one's in Philadelphia, and like I keep saying, Philadelphia goes crazy at home. Can't fade them, man. Philadelphia, for me, is the play here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the New York Knicks out on the road facing the Toronto Raptors. Raptors home favorites laying 3.5, total 219. The Raptors have been awful here recently, man. They've been playing terrible basketball, and they're on the do not bet list. I'm supposed to be fading them, and for some reason, I keep thinking that the next game is going to be their wake-up game, and it just doesn't seem to be the case for this team. And it looks like I'm falling victim to that again here tonight because I am taking the Toronto Raptors, and I'm laying the points with them here tonight. I just can't believe they've been this terrible at home thus far, man. The Raptors have. They've played 4 of their last 5 games on their home floor, they've won 1 of them, and that was against a banged-up Phoenix team. That's kind of crazy, man. Typically and historically, the Toronto Raptors always play their best basketball at home, man. I don't know what's going on with them here tonight. And they do have a Knicks team that, for some odd reason, plays their best basketball on the road coming into their building tonight. But I think the Raptors have to wake up at some point on their home floor, man, and I think tonight could be that night, man. I am going to take the Raptors and lay the 3.5 with them here in this one. Like I said, they only have won 1 of their last 5 matchups, man. They've been struggling mightily, and the Knicks have been playing some really good basketball here recently. The Knicks have won 3 straight. The Knicks are a streaky team, man. They really are. But they beat San Antonio. I will say the competition hasn't been that great here recently in the 3-game winning streak either, though, for the Knicks. They beat San Antonio, Phoenix, and Houston. You know, not the top echelon teams of the NBA, especially not Phoenix without even Devin Booker. They've been, you know. So we've seen these two teams play once already this season as well. The Raptors won that one 113-106 in Madison Square Garden. Raptors got to wake up at home at some point, man, and I think tonight could be that night, man. So for me, the side is the Raptors laying the points at home. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Brooklyn Nets out on the road facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Brooklyn road favorites, laying 4.5, total 230.5. I'm taking the points with the Pelicans here in this one. The Brooklyn Nets, man, we know they were just coming off the long winning streak, man. They did lose their last one to the Chicago Bulls, 121-112 out on the road, man, and I don't love the spot for Brooklyn either here in this one, man. This is going to be Brooklyn's 5th road game in their last 6 games, man. They have been playing some really good basketball, but I just think that fatigue kind of just catches up to you, and I think that's what happened to them in their last one versus Chicago. Now they're out on the road facing the Pelicans team, who is banged up, but a Pelicans team who plays their best basketball at home, man. I can't lay the points with Brooklyn in this situation, man. I told y'all I'm done overreacting too much to injuries here in the NBA. And I think this is another case where I don't want to do so. We had the Pelicans the other night, even without Zion, where they completely beat up on the Houston Rockets. The Pelicans have won 3 of their last 5. They play their best basketball on their home floor, man, and I think we see another inspired effort from them here tonight, man. They are without Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. They will not play tonight, but they still got some bucket getters as well, man, and I think they have enough to keep this game competitive with the Nets, man. One more time, I do not love the spot for the Nets, man. 5th road game in their last 6 games. It's not a spot where I technically want to be laying points with the team, even a hot team like the Nets, man. I just think kind of like their last game, it's going to catch up to them eventually, man, and I think the Pelicans is the play here. So for me, Pelicans plus the points here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Charlotte Hornets out on the road facing the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee home favorites laying 10.5, total 231.5. I will lean to Milwaukee in this one, man, but this is not my favorite game of the night, man. The lean is to Milwaukee, though, because Charlotte, they've just been so awful. It's hard to even look the direction. They've been dominated here recently, man. They just played 4 straight home games, and they got beat handedly in 3 of them, man. Their last one out, they played the Grizzlies, who beat them 131-107. Brooklyn also beat them pretty good, 123-106. The Lakers won as well, 121-115. Now they're out on the road. Like I said, all that was at home. Now they're on the road facing one of the better against the spread teams in their home building, the Milwaukee Bucks, man. It's hard to even want to look to Charlotte Hornets' way, man. But the reason it's just a lean is because Milwaukee, they're kind of banged up, man. It looks like their guys will try to go tonight. Giannis, day-to-day probable with knee soreness. Chris Middleton still out. Drew Holiday, day-to-day probable from the illness. Looks like George Hill's probable tonight. So they are getting guys back, man. But 10.5, man, is a lot of lumber to lay, especially with the Milwaukee Bucks, who haven't been just playing their best basketball here recently, man, either. They have won 3 of their last 5, but they haven't laid 10.5 on anybody. The closest they got to that was a 10-point win over Washington at home and a 9-point win over Minnesota at home. The last time they played this Hornets team was in Charlotte. They beat them 105-96 on the 3rd of December, man. So the lean is Milwaukee. They should get this one done, but probably won't make the premium area or anything like that. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Washington Wizards out on the road facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder home favorites laying 1.5, total 232, man. Y'all know I love my Thunder buddies, my cover buddies, man. But as I've said all season, when I see them in the favorite role, It's not a spot I really want to be, man. Getting points with the Thunder, I love. Laying points with the Thunder, I don't. And in my opinion, man, the Wizards are playing a better basketball here right now, man. So I'm gonna take the Wizards on the money line in this one. The Wizards have won 4 of their last 5. They did lose their last one out to the Milwaukee Bucks, 121-113. They beat the Bucks the game before that, 118-95. Granted, Milwaukee in the first one sat a lot of guys, but I just think the Wizards, man, playing the better basketball. Like I said, they've won 4 of their last 5. They also have a win over Philly and Phoenix in that span. Dismantled Orlando on the road, 119-100. So they're playing good basketball, this Wizards team is, man. I think they have enough firepower, even without their top player, Bradley Beal, tonight, to get this one done in Oklahoma City, man. They're also working with revenge, as they did lose to this Thunder team earlier in the season on the 16th of November, man. The score in that one was 121-120. Thunder winning in Washington, man. I know this is in Oklahoma City, but Washington playing the better basketball right now, man. I think they can get themselves a road win. So Washington is the side for me here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Detroit Pistons out on the road facing the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio home favorites, laying 1.5, total 235.5. I gotta go look. This might be the first time San Antonio's favored all season. And it might be the only time San Antonio's favored all season. And I'm going to take them in the favorite role, believe it or not, man. I'm going to lay the points with San Antonio. Probably money line it, though. They're going to win this game, I think. They're on their home floor. I think a lot of people are going to overreact to the Pistons beating the Warriors in their last one, ending their home winning streak. But I don't think that they can compete here in this one against the Spurs. Sounds kind of crazy to say, but I think the Spurs are the better team here in this one. And I don't like the spot for the Pistons either, as the Pistons, this is going to be their 5th straight road game, man, facing the Spurs team. I don't like the spot, man. I think the Spurs can use this as a game to go ahead and get themselves a win. The Pistons are playing the better basketball. Pistons have won 3 of their last 5, and San Antonio has only won 1 of their last 5. San Antonio has now lost 3 straight. But, you know, their last 2 was on the road against New York and Brooklyn. They're at home here in this one, and I think they can get themselves a home win. So, in a battle between 2 bad teams, man, I'm going to take San Antonio. I think they get themselves a home win here in this one. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Los Angeles Clippers out on the road facing the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota home favorites, laying 3 in this one, total 226. And we look at the Clippers, man. I don't know what's got into them, man. They're really struggling here recently, man. They've lost 4 straight basketball games. And to be honest, I think they lose a 5th. I'm going to take Minnesota here in this one. I do not love the spot for the Clippers. Actually, the problem with the Clippers is they've been on the road, man. They're a better home team than they are on the road. And this is going to be their 5th road game in their last 6 games, man. And I just don't love the spot. It started in Boston where they lost by 6. Then they lost to Indiana by 1. Then they got beat at home by Miami, 110-100. They just lost their last one to Denver out on the road last night. They got handled 122-91. They're on a back-to-back still out on the road facing the Timberwolves, who have started to play better basketball, man. The Timberwolves have won back-to-back games. They beat Portland 113-108. They beat Denver 124-111. The Timberwolves also working with some revenge, as the Clippers did beat them earlier in the season on the 14th of December, 99-88. That game was in Los Angeles, man. I usually am almost never on the Timberwolves, man, but the spot just aligns perfectly for them here in this one to get themselves a home win and cover. So the side for me in this one is the Timberwolves. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers out on the road facing the Denver Chicken Nuggets, man. Nuggets, home favorites, laying 6, total 226, man. Same thing I said yesterday applies here in this one, man. I just can't fade the Nuggets at home, man. They go stupid, dummy, crazy at home, man. That's why they play their best basketball. Probably the most underrated team in the league, man, and I don't get it. They have the MVP. They have a top-tier guard. They got nice role players around them, man, and a lot of people just don't got their eyes on this Nuggets team, man. Well, somebody who does is me, man, and I cannot fade them on their home floor. Their last 3 home games, man, they've been dominant. They just beat the Clippers last night at home, 122-91. Beat up on Boston the game before that at home, 123-111. Beat Miami at home before that, 124-119. Cleveland could also be without their second-best player tonight in Darius Garland. He's questionable for this one. Even if he plays, though, Cleveland plays their best basketball at home, not on the road, man. And like I said, Not looking to fade the Nuggets at home anytime soon, man. It's Nuggets or nothing for me here in this one, so I'll lay the points with Denver here in this matchup tonight. In our next matchup of the night, man, we got the Miami Heat out on the road facing the Phoenix Suns. Miami road favorites laying 2.5, total 214. Man, how the mighty have fallen, man. Both of these teams were number one seeds last season in their respective conferences, and now look at both of them, man. Only one game above 500. One of these teams is dropping to 500 today. In this one, y'all know what I'm doing, though. Short, sweet, and simple. I'm taking the Suns plus the 2.5. I'm probably going to sprinkle some on the money line as well, continuing to fade the Miami Heat, man. I know the Suns haven't been playing great basketball either. The Suns have lost 4 straight basketball games. Their last 5, though, were all out on the road, man. They returned home in this one where they played their best basketball the past 3 seasons, man. Rarely where you see the Suns as a home underdog, man, and I can't pass up the opportunity to take it. The Heat did win the last matchup, 113-112. That was in Miami on the 14th of November. Last time these two teams see each other for the season, I think this one goes the other way. I like Phoenix at home to get this one done, man. So continuing to fade the Heat, man. I know y'all are probably going to be in the comments like, you always fade the Heat. Yes, I always fade the Heat, man. We've been making some pretty good money doing it this season. We're going to continue to do it. You don't got to do it with me, man. I can understand if you want to take the Heat in this one. No Devin Booker for the Suns, yada, yada, yada. But the Suns, man, like I said, rarely will we get the opportunity to get them as a home dog, man. And I'm going to jump all over this opportunity, continuing to fade the second worst cover team in the NBA, the Miami Heat. So Suns is the play for me here in this one. In our last and final matchup of the night, man, we got the Atlanta Hawks out on the road facing the Los Angeles Lakers. Atlanta road favorites laying 2.5, total 242. And in our final one of the night, man, I am going to lay it with the Atlanta Hawks in this one, man. They showed me some things in that last win against the Sacramento Kings. Their losing streak is over. I know we haven't taken Atlanta on the road a lot this season, but I think this is another spot where we go ahead and take them, man. I think they get this one done. The Lakers, man, they have been playing some good basketball. They've won 4 of their last 5, including a win over these Hawks not too long ago on the 30th of December, man. They won that one in Atlanta, 130-121. I think Atlanta gets a little revenge, man. It comes in here and gets themselves a road win. The Lakers, LeBron has been playing some good basketball. They won 4 of the last 5, but they've been teetering with a loss, man, and I think they teeter themselves right into a loss here in this one. The Hawks is the play for me, man. Think they're going to wake up and go on a little run. I think it started with that Sacramento win. They've been playing better basketball. They should have beat the Golden State Warriors the night before that, man, and finally getting back healthy this Hawks team is, man. I like their chances to go in and get themselves a road win. So give me Atlanta. I'll lay the 2.5 in our last matchup of the night, man. And that's going to conclude today's NBA Jam session on January 6th, 2023, man. Thank y'all for watching. Smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe if you're new, and drop your like down in the comments. As you know, I love going through, seeing who y'all like. If you're looking for my best bets, the ones that I'm placing tonight, and best bets from the top handicappers on the planet, check us out over at pickdawgz.com. Click that premium picks tab. And if you're looking for my $15 NBA Jam session play, my best bet in the NBA every night, man, you can click that link in the description. It'll take you right to it, man, as well as all my plays for the day and packages and all that great stuff available. Pickdawgz.com, Pickdawgz Premium. Follow me on Twitter, Parlay Guy J. That's where I update you on late injury news, and if my mind changes due to late information coming out of the association, man. Again, thank y'all for watching. It's been your guy Jay Briggs, man. Let's make some money tonight. Talk to y'all on Twitter. Talk to y'all in the comments. See y'all tomorrow, man. It's been your guy, man. I'm out.